The latest PISA studies have shown that students have serious difficulties in understanding the texts they read. One of the key factors for school failure is due to lack of reading comprehension. Reading and reading comprehension are fundamental pillars for the assimilation of concepts in all subjects. To tackle the problem of reading comprehension, it is important to know the performance of our eyes while we read. When we read, we feel that our eyes move continuously and uniformly through the written lines. However, it is known for more than a century that the eyes of the readers move in small jumps. As we can see in the image, the saccadic movements are those performed by the eye from left to right, as the eye is on different syllables or words we read. Each time the eyes are on a syllable or word, we perform a fixation, which allows us to focus and analyze. While reading, the eyes also perform regression movements that occur when looking back at the words that we have just read because we have not understood part of the text. In childhood and elementary stages, students begin their process of learning to read by means of phonic methods, by which they learn the alphabet, syllables, and finally words, or methods which associate images to words. These learning methods are correct and help us to be initiated in the reading process. But learning to read in this way also brings some bad habits that must be addressed with the beginning of secondary education. At this age, the eyes of the student, as they have learned to read word by word, make constant regressions and excessive fixations in words while reading. They have also developed physical limitations while reading, like moving their mouth without making sounds, that prevent the student from reading more than 200 words per minute. In these two images, we can compare the reading of a student before and after conducting the methodology ReadWell. In the first image, we see how the student performs in each sentence excessive fixations and constant regressions that hinder the process of understanding and speed. In the second image, the student makes fewer fixations, having acquired the habit of reading several words in each fixation, and does not perform regressions, having increased the comprehension of the text. ReadWell is a 12-session sequential methodology aimed at high school students that eliminates or minimizes the regressions, excessive fixations, and physical implications, as subvocalization. Through word grouping exercises, students will increase the peripheral vision of their eyes, avoiding reading word by word and being able to decode the meaning of several words in a single fixation. Imagine watching a movie frame by frame. It would be extremely slow, and you would quickly lose track of what you were looking at, since you have to constantly join all the frames in your memory. In reading, the same thing happens. The memory of the student receives more decoded information as he or she is able to read by word grouping and can progress in reading without need of performing regressions. The visual exercises and speed accelerator allow the student to increase their reading speed, not allowing the habit of regression and promoting word grouping reading. During the course, there will be 8 speed and reading comprehension measurements to monitor the student's evolution. Taking into account the results of the tests, ReadWell will adapt the exercises to the level of each student, favoring and respecting their initial level of reading and learning speed. Both student and tutor will be able to view the progress and results at any time of the course, encouraging the student's self-esteem and giving the tutor the option of insisting on those aspects of reading where the student has greater difficulties. Tutors will also receive a tutorial to prepare each of the 12 sessions. Students who conduct the methodology ReadWell obtain an average improvement of 3.7 times their ERR, which results from multiplying their reading speed by their reading comprehension.